Hello YouTube friends. Well, this morning I thought I would share with you what we yarn people really do best, and that is collect yarn. That's our true skill in life. And we like to have lots of yarn, and then we love to look at it and imagine what we're going to do with it. And that's what I've been doing. And so you collect all this yarn because you always have ideas of what types of yarn you want, what size of yarn you want for your project. You don't even know what your project is yet, and what colors you might want to try to put together. And then you start looking online and you get all these ideas and you just buy more yarn. And of course the yarn stores love us. Now I'm going to turn the camera down now. Oh wait, before I do that, this morning, this is the 8th anniversary of the day that our dog Bobo, our Pomeranian, came to live with us. And what a remarkable day that was, because he's just a great dog. Very naughty, but so dear. Anyway, as a celebration of him being a puppy, this morning Adam decided to give him another puppy cut and cut off all that fluff. He is the fluffiest dog ever. He's just a poof. And the first time we did this, we realized what a teeny dog he was underneath all that fur. Okay, so now we are back onto yarn. I'm going to turn the camera down and show you the different yarns I've been collecting and talk about it a little bit. Okay. Now this is old yarn. I'm not going to talk about it much. I got it a year ago or something. This is a superwash wool, which all that means is it's wool that you can put in the washing machine, and it's okay. It's not going to shrink up on you. This is lovely. This is, I think, a 4-ply or a number 4 weight, maybe even bulkier than that. I forget. I have this maroon, which is lovely, and then more of a brownie green. I just adore those colors. And then here, this is cotton, and I love it too. And I know I want to use those together, especially all this green stuff here. I just don't know what I want to make with it. And because I paid, it was on sale, but I paid a good bit for it. I don't want to start something without knowing what I'm going to do to make it successful. And then I learned that I needed to have a number 3 weight yarn on my loom. And so I went to Hobby Lobby to see what they had, because that's the nearest yarn store. And I also really liked the green bamboo, and I'll put a little picture here of that that scarf I did in bamboo, and discovered how much I like bamboo. So now this is a cotton DK, and it has that kind of crinkly texture. I think that's so fun. But Hobby Lobby didn't have the yarn on sale that day, and I had to pay full price. I think I've talked about that before. That was a $5 skein, 235 yards. I prefer to look at yards rather than ounces. Ounces doesn't tell you much, because you can have a bulky yarn that's not very long and won't last you very far in your project, but it may weigh the same as a finer yarn that will go really far. Anyway, and then these are all bamboo blends. Let me see. I know only you yarn lovers out there are going to appreciate that. Yeah, this is all, this is 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. That's a nice blend. Number 3 weight. This is 257 yards, and these are all about 250 yards. This is another $5 skein. That's a beautiful kind of a steely blue, grayish blue, and this is a nice sage green, and this is kind of a deep gold yellow. I just love those colors together. Again, I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I know the type of yarn I wanted, the weight of yarn I wanted, and I picked the colors. The last thing I figure out is the project. Isn't that terrible? We went all the way out to the Michaels store that we can still get to. It takes a while to get there, but we were going that direction anyway. And so we stopped, and I really wanted to stock back up on Simply Soft. This is Simply Soft. It's a Caron yarn, okay? And these are big skeins. This is a 6-ounce skein. It is 315 yards. It's normally $5 there, but this is Michael's, so of course I did have they had a coupon that day for 20% off all full-priced items, and this was not on sale, so I got 20% off. I got 2 of this. This is that nice deep green, kind of a Christmas green. Love that. This is that beautiful teal. I think that's going to look blue in the camera. This is actually a gorgeous deep teal. I love working with that. I've worked with Simply Soft a lot. And this is a dark navy blue. And I got 2 of those. And they had one, they didn't have as much of this as I would have preferred. They had one goldy yellow. Now this is a lot of yarn, guys, when I say I'm working on my stash. I really mean it. And then this is the most versatile color I have found. I've worked with all this yarn before. Now that's looking in the camera like it's a bright red, but this is actually a deep brick red. It's that dark red, Christmas red. It's not bright red. And I love to combine it with the dark blue, or with the green. I've done that in a houndstooth pattern. Matter of fact, if I have a picture of that, I'll share that as well. I got 1, 2, 3 skeins of that, because I've had all these yarns before, and eventually I've run out of them because I use it for weaving. Now this is supposed to be, as you see here, that says number 4, and it is a worsted weight technically, but it is just, it's a thin worsted, and it's a beautiful slick acrylic. So kind of, it really, on the size heddle I have, which is a 7.5, 7.5, this works beautifully. It really works more like a 3 weight. And it's very easy to find, except, of course, at Hobby Lobby, where they have something else that's similar, but is very stretchy. What I like about the Caron is that it doesn't stretch all over the place like some yarns that are rather similar to this. I just really like, it almost has a little bit of a matte cotton finish, but it's not cotton, it's all acrylic. Anyway, so you see, I had a coupon, but I did drop some change there. And then, okay, then we went to a little store called the Knit Nook in Morehead City, North Carolina. And I'll post some pictures as I'm opening up this bag. I'll post some pictures that I took of that store the first time I went there, which was really years ago. And it's one of those beautiful yarn stores. They have knit-alongs, and they're very community-minded, and they keep track of their customers, and they have a little card that you can punch every time you buy something at a full price and build up your points. It's just a darling, small, privately owned store. And so I went back there and I asked if they had anything in bamboo. I asked if they had anything in a 3 weight, and I hoped I could find something on sale, because like with most nice yarn stores, they're rather expensive. Okay, now these they had on sale. This was all half off, 50% off. This is a Superwash Ultra Wool DK. It is 100% wool, but it is washable. And this is one of those beautiful heather colors. It's a gorgeous pinky mauvey purple. And then this is a periwinkle purple. And I thought, boy, I'd love to put those together. I bought as much as I felt like I could get by with. These are all business expenses because I do weave to sell at the farmer's market. And I will be going back there before Christmas. I may not go back every week like I have in the past. It's just exhausting. Let me show you the rest of these. These were all half off as well. A really good deal. Now these are smaller skeins. This one, the wool is 292. Actually, that's not bad. That's almost 300 yards. I forget how much that was though. Oh yeah, see that's a $6, even half off. This was $6. So it's a $12 skein originally, but this is very nice wool. And this is Bamboo Pop. This was half off, so I think it was $4.50. It's half cotton, half bamboo, 292 yards. Again, it's 100 grams, size 3. Now I got 3 of these, and it is bamboo, but it has that lovely mercerized cotton feel, even better. It's just so soft. I got 3 of these. That's enough to do something fun with. And then they had some others. Oh, wait, this is another of that I got. Okay, Again, that was $4.50. And that's a nice bright green. It would go well with that. I could do the blue and the green together. That might be kind of fun. I'm not sure. They had a lot of this. This is baby bamboo. Baby yarns, baby weight yarns are almost always 3 weight, and so they're just the weight I'm looking for. And a lot of baby stuff is pretty cheap because they sell big skeins of it for making baby blankets. So this, let me see. Whoop. I could have gotten more of this, but this was only $3. It was $6 originally, but it's only 50 grams. It's half the size. Let me see, what is this made of? 80% bamboo, 20% wool. And so the feel of this is even softer than the feel of this, okay? All of these, I am very pleased. I used to have a yarn stash that consisted not of super scratchy Red Heart, which I hated, but of a lot of on sale Michaels acrylics and big bulky acrylics to knit with and thrift store yarn. And it was fun. It was fun. But I've always dreamed of having a beautiful yarn stash. And I have had some beautiful yarns, especially that were gifted to me. But these I'm really pleased with. However, like all yarn people, crazy, you heard of crazy cat people, crazy dog people. I'm a crazy yarn person. You have to think hard and fast what you're going to do with it before you start. There's nothing worse than thinking you know what you're going to do with a whole bunch of beautiful, expensive yarn, and you get about 3 days into your knitting or your weaving and discover that it's not working and you have to pull it all out or you have to take it all off the loom. That's discouraging. Okay, so there's only so many things you can do on a loom because it makes rectangular things. You can make scarves, table runners, shawls, or if you want to make something really wide, you could do a small tablecloth. Now people do just make fabric on their looms and then cut it. They actually cut it like a piece of fabric and sew things from it. I can't imagine myself ever doing that. But that's silly because that's what we do with all fabric. But some of this I'll be knitting with too, I think, but maybe not too much. I'd rather knit with my yarn stash and weave with this stuff because I've bought things that are the right size for weaving. And then the next thing that I want to get is a big wad of fiber. I want to order some nice clean fiber, perhaps already colored, probably from Paradise Fibers. I want to head to their website, which I'll link that below. But I went to their website and I picked out a bunch of stuff and I put it in my cart and then I didn't buy it. I was like, I can't do it. But if I don't have fiber, I can't spin. So, and spinning is what I really love to do. It is so easy on the body as you get older. Just sitting there and treadling that spinning wheel is wonderful, and it feels good on your legs and feels good on your back. Weaving is hard on the back because you're always just leaning slightly over, and it's just kind of exhausting. So I'm going to weave in moderation and spin in excess. Thanks for joining me for this little dash into my yarn. If I can find some other stuff to put on here, I will. Bye, guys.